Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Steve, coming to you from Beijing in China. Now today's the 9th of January 2017, and like I always keep saying, very recently anyway, that I really hope that you guys are off to an amazing new year, to a new start for the new year. Things are definitely promising in terms of achieving my certain goals for this year, and I really hope that you guys are, if you guys are looking for an opportunity or a business to really get involved in that's built for long term. And what I mean by that is that I think 2016 was a very scammy year. There's a lot of different things out there. I mean, it happens all the time, and there's always people out there that are kind of building these things for the worst intentions, to scam people out of their hard-earned money, and we're just really fed up. We're trying to find a solution that really works for us financially and to support ourselves in the long run. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there with no business sense whatsoever. Some of these business models end up failing, and the majority of them just end up collapsing or just scamming people out of their money. And it's really unfair, especially for us as well, when we're trying to find financial stability. And I think that's really important. But with a company like this that's been paying over 20 months now, and this is something that's been able to help provide me a really wonderful laptop lifestyle whilst being here in China. So what I'm going to show you guys now is just a quick little video about what this company is and how it has changed my life, and then we're just going to get back to my current results as of today. So just sit back, watch this, and I'll be with you guys soon. Now, before I show you my current progress in MPA, I just want to quickly explain for those of you who don't quite know what My Paying Ads is all about. So basically, they are an advertising company that provide a share of revenue to paying advertisers. And they have various advertising options available, but in order to benefit from making money with advertising, you just simply purchase an ad pack. And in return, you get back 120% of your earnings. Or in other words, you'll gain a 20% profit for every ad pack purchased. So, think of it like this. I'm an online marketer who is in need of quality advertising in order to promote my website or business that I have to offer. I decide to join a professional and very stable RevShare company which offers multiple advertising services. Then from here, I can then purchase advertising that is suitable to my needs, or I'm also able to greatly benefit from purchasing advertising and earning some revenue from the company. So essentially, I'm being paid to advertise my own stuff, and this is really amazing. I'm telling you right now, this has changed my life drastically. I've been able to buy 2 really amazing dogs. I'm living a laptop lifestyle whilst living abroad in China, and it's all thanks to this company for helping me to achieve that lifestyle. There's very few RevShare companies like this that take their business seriously and are structured for long-term growth. I'm not talking about months, I'm talking about years. And My Paying Ads have never missed out on a payment in over 18 months. They pay out 7 days a week and have currently paid out over $16 million to advertisers, which is just a crazy amount, as you can imagine. And one thing you should know is that My Paying Ads greatly improve its returning customer rate. So, just like with any business, a returning customer is far better than a one-time customer. So that's one of the reasons why it's important to have professional services that deliver, and having an attractive offer or service to support the greater gain for the company and its members. And My Paying Ads does exactly that. I honestly think that you'll love this, so before you sign up and give it a try, I want to show you my current progress from today, right now. Okay guys, so what we're currently looking at is basically my results from last week. Now I'm trying to produce these videos on a regular basis to keep people up to date, and it's more or less for personally my personal gain as well, because I'm really wanting to produce a lot of videos and start working on improving my video marketing as well, and really proving that these results actually work. Now what we can currently see here, at this time as of last week, I was standing at 205 referrals. So a massive thank you to a lot of you guys, especially over the Christmas period. Now, a lot of you guys had been signing up over the Christmas period, and a lot of you have been putting some money in, which is phenomenal, because I personally believe it's so much better to get started sooner rather than later. And then over a period of time, this is no kind of short-term business to get into. You know, if you see any kind of business opportunity that offers you really high percentages, like, you know, earn ridiculous amounts, like 500% in a day kind of thing, you know, those are going to fail so quickly. They're going to burn out and they're going to scam you out of your money. So honestly, guys, if you ever see those things, don't believe the hype, and you will be much safer than saving your money rather than putting your money into things that are just literally just going to burn you out. You know, you're just going to be heartbroken and heartache, you know, just all of this crap that's out there. You know, stick with something that's really solid, like this company, and honestly, it's going to do you wonders for the new year as well. And I've honestly watched this, the recent hangout from this company, and it looks very, very promising for 2017. So, you know, if any time, now is a phenomenal time to get started. And there's just so many gains. I mean, I'll be going over these with you guys, especially if you join up and if you want to sign under me. I'll be more than happy to help you along the way as well. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask any questions in the YouTube comments below. Or I've also left you my Facebook link, so, you know, hit me up on Facebook, and then we can by all means discuss anything. And if anything's not clear, then, you know, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions through text or through video if it needs to be a bit more kind of on point, so to speak. Okay, so what we're also looking at now is active ad packs. At that time was 426. Now, I've been saying quite recently that December was a very heavy month for me. There's a lot of personal kind of financial issues that I had to deal with, and I had to take a lot out from the company itself. But the way I see it is not always, my focus isn't always personal growth. It's more to do with personal stability. So I can comfortably live my lifestyle here. I can be where I want to be, and, you know, I can take that money as and when I need it, as opposed to just saying, you know, I'm making X amount per day. You know, I prefer to live the lifestyle that I want to live as well. So recently I've kind of been back, bouncing forward and bouncing back, so on and so forth. But, you know, I will be putting my efforts right back into the company as well once I have some stability in place. And then once that stability is there, then I'm just going to max the hell out of this. And then once I max the system out, then it's kind of personally in your favor as well. For you guys who want to sign up with me, I'll definitely be helping you guys out as soon as I max out this system as well. You know, just sort of sharing my commissions and stuff like that to help you boost like your progress and your income goals. You know, whether it's like $10 a day, I don't know, maybe $25 a day, $50 a day, or even like $100 a day. You know, whatever you're trying to achieve for yourself, those small gains will really help you to progress and kind of just skyrocket towards actually making those results happen for yourself, especially sometime this year as well. Now, it really doesn't matter how much you have to start to begin with, but you have to have some common sense and you have to be patient as well. You know, you can't just come in with $5 and expect to start making $100 within a few months. You know, you have to really make a lot of effort to progress with inside the system as well. And I'm not saying you need to put hundreds in or anything like that, but just be patient with the system as well, and it's going to do you so many favors in the long run. And if you want to kind of start doing what I'm doing as well, like, you know, start making videos or start reaching out and, you know, attracting referrals and bringing people on your team, you know, then definitely hit me up, and we'll work together. Can really kind of help you to build a social brand for yourself. And I really think that's the key. You know, if you start looking at companies, people doing really well, you know, they often have a strong social branding. You know, people look up to them. People like to look up to people more successful than themselves. So, you know, you can start working on that. And, you know, later on this year, you know, you'll have people following you as well. And it's really going to do you so many wonders in the future. So that's a key priority as to what I think we should be kind of focusing towards as well. So if you join my team, we'll definitely be working on that and basically really making this a very successful year for you as well. Now, look at these ad pack earnings here, guys. So this was last week, $37,824. So the ad packs that I've been purchasing have now generated a total of $37,824, which is a substantial amount of money. Now, what I'm going to quickly show you guys is my results as of as of today. Okay, so let's just go out onto the overview or the back end of this page and just take a quick look at my results here. Now, what we can see just along here, my referral is 227. So we've upped basically like 17 referrals in the last week or so. So honestly, a massive thank you to you guys who have been signing up. You know, some of you still got some questions. I had to send quite a lengthy email this morning to someone who's got $1,000 to start with. And, you know, he's honestly, he knows what he wants to do. He knows the kind of goals that he wants to set himself up with to achieve for this year. And I'm definitely going to be on the right path to help him to achieve that as well. So, you know, I really love the action takers. And if you guys, like I said, if you've got questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. And I'll be totally upfront with you as well. You know, if you've only got a few dollars and you want to make money kind of just like that, you know, then this is probably not for you at all. But, you know, if you're in this for the long term and you can see the results that this is actually going to make for yourself in the long run, then this is something definitely you want to get yourselves involved in. You can see me shifting around a little bit. I've got my dog sort of just chewing on one of my slippers, so sorry about that. Okay, active ad packs along here. So like I said before, it's 413 now. The reason it's gone down is because I really need to sort my dog out. Sorry, guys. The reason I've got 413 ad packs is because, like I said, in December it was a very heavy month for me, and you know, I really needed to take out more than I could afford, really. But at that time, I really needed to support myself financially for many different things. But I want you to see this in a kind of slightly different way. So I'm just going to show you a calculation of what this. What 413 ad packs are roughly sort of generating for me at the moment. So let me just go and take a quick look at this. Now, 413 active ad packs. So this is just sort of a rough calculation. I just need to say that nothing is guaranteed here. You know, sales are based on whatever calculations and kind of percentages are based on sales that are made during the day. Okay, so nothing is guaranteed. Sales are going to vary. But there are so many members inside my paying ads that there is a general average that we can kind of go along with. Okay, so right about now you're kind of looking at about 2% per day in terms of earnings. So what we're looking at along here, 413 active ad packs, my daily profit share earnings. So in my balance is actually generating nearly $194 every single day with 413 active ad packs. So you can imagine what those kind of figures can do for you. So say, for example, you've got like a birthday coming up, or, you know, you've got some financial situations like myself, like maybe with bills or something like that coming up. You know, you just need to set yourself back a few days. You know, just start taking out maybe like nearly $200 a day, $195 per day. You know, and those kind of numbers can really help you out in those financial situations. So you really need to look at this long term and start thinking, if I get started now, you know, maybe come sort of August or closer to sort of next year when it comes to maybe Christmas or things like that, you know, and for you guys who don't celebrate Christmas, you know, just other kind of events, you know, just kind of think about certain things that might get in, like daily necessary kind of needs, financial needs and stuff like that. I've just got my words a bit mixed up there. But, you know, like things like cards, paying for gas and petrol and stuff like that, you know, just kind of daily things that you may need to get support with later on. So regardless with how much you've got to start with, just get started now. And then what we're going to start doing is compounding those earnings. So what do I mean by that? So basically, if we look back onto the overview here, all your earnings go into an earning balance. And so you see this repurchase balance here. This doesn't exist, okay? So you don't have to, the company don't force you to leave like 50% of your money inside the company. It's 100% into your earning balance, which is also 100% withdrawable. So, you know, if you give this a go for 6 months and, you know, say for example that you really need that money back, then you can just wait for all the ad packs to expire and then just take out that money if you need to. But like I said, this is an advertising company, so there's a lot of potential inside here, on top of earning whilst you're advertising your own stuff as well, which is pretty freaking cool. So that's kind of what I mean with the earning balance. So say for example that your earning balance gets to $50, and you're on level 4 like I am, which costs $50 each, I'd wait till $50 gets to one of my payment processors, and then I will purchase another ad pack from there. And you basically, what you're doing, you're not putting fresh funds into the system, you're kind of using those funds to accumulate and build with inside the system, and then it can really help you out from there. But personally, you know, as you're growing and you're building to get to your desired income, I always suggest putting in fresh funds in sort of now and again. You know, if you don't have a full-time job, maybe it's a bit difficult to do that, but try to put some fresh funds in to really help speed up your growth as well. And like I said, once I've maxed out the system, I'm going to start withdrawing those funds and also take out some of the commissions so that I can share that with some of you guys as well. So you can put that in, and then you guys can just really start to, you know, speeding up your progress to achieve the income goals that you want for yourself. Now, lastly, let's take a look at this. Ad pack earnings, guys, $39,310. That is an insane amount of money. If we go back to compare, $37,824 and then $39,310. Now let me just actually make a quick calculation of this. I can't, because my maths is terrible. So 39,310, and we're going to just minus last week's results. So we are currently looking at 37,824. So within the last week, $1,486, which is just incredible. I mean, my earnings are so much higher than this. You know, if I really didn't need to support myself financially, like December was very heavy for me, but if I really didn't need that, my earnings would be so much higher. My ad packs, my active ad packs would be so much higher. My daily withdrawals would be even higher, which is just crazy. So you can imagine how much potential that this really has for you, and you might have a decent amount of money to put in, and if you do, then the more the merrier, because you're going to really progress with inside the system, especially when you compound your earnings. Your growth inside in your earnings and your withdrawals are just going to get higher and higher and higher very, very quickly. You know, but for those of you who don't have a lot to put in, just get started now, and you can really start to see the potential that this is going to have later on. You know, you might start purchasing an ad pack every few days, for example, one ad pack every few days. But then as you start compounding inside the system, you know, you start earning more and you start purchasing more on a daily basis. So, you know, for me, for example, I could easily maybe purchase 4, 5, 6 ad packs a day inside the system. And even before, when I was doing extremely well, before I had to withdraw a huge amount, I was purchasing like 5 or 6 level 4 ad packs, and those are $50 each. So you can imagine how much money was actually being generated inside the system as well. And this thing just grows insanely quickly. So what you guys want to consider doing, like I said, if you really want to get yourselves involved in this company, don't hesitate to ask me at all. What I'm going to show you guys now is a quick little video about how you can sign up, and I really look forward to you guys joining and becoming a part of my team. Okay, so the best way for you to join will be to, once you finish watching one of my videos, what you're going to want to do is just to come down here, and where it says join with me here, I'm going to give you a direct link. If you click on show more, I'm also going to give you another link to my Facebook. So if you guys have got any questions, or you know, you just want to reach out to me or anything like that, don't hesitate to contact me on Facebook as well. But for now, we're just going to click on this link here. And right now it's going to take me to the home page. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is on the top right hand corner it says sign up. So once we click on this, it's now going to take me to the registration page. Now this is crucial. The very first thing you're going to want to check is that the sponsor says Steve in China. Okay, if it doesn't, if it says someone else's name, or it has NPA admin, which is a default, what you need to do is to click on change, and then simply type in Steve in China, and then you can change it from there. This is crucial because a lot of people have been signing up under NPA admin and they can't change it once you've registered. So, you know, it's very important that you make sure it says Steve in China before, because once you guys are on my team, you know, I'm going to be helping you every step of the way. And once I've maxed out the system, I'm going to be sharing some of my commissions with you guys as well. So, you know, it's just to help you progress and develop in my paying ads as we go along. Okay, so just make sure that that says Steve in China, and then we're all good. Now, the next lot of fields you need to fill out are just very basic, like your names, email, username, and your password. Okay, so once everything is filled out from here, agree to the terms and conditions and then register. Then you're going to get go through the normal process, email confirmation stuff and so on and so forth. Then once you've done that, we need to go back to the home page and to log in. Okay, so let me just add the captcha code in here. Log in. Now every time you log in, you're always going to see a login ad. These are very, very popular. I was going to pay for one, but then I didn't realize it's booked up until maybe 3 months, ahead. So people are paying for these. They're paying maybe $200 at a time for their login ads. So, they're very, very popular. So we're just going to wait for this to, just before this video loads, I'm just going to wait for this timer to count down. Okay, so right now you're at your dashboard along here. I mean, it might be a little bit overwhelming to begin with, but the very first thing you're going to want to do is, again, just check my sponsor, says Steve in China along here, and then it will give you my email address as well. So if you need to contact me through email, by all means contact me through there. But like I said before, contact me on Facebook because I'll be more than happy to assist you on there as well. Now, the very first thing you're going to want to do, on your left-hand side, you're going to want to select account activity, and then click on profile. Now, you can fill out some basic information here, like your name. I mean, your name is essential anyway, but the very most important thing is your payment processor, okay? So what you're going to want to do, you can select from Payzer, Solid Trust Pay, Perfect Money, Coin Payments, and To Pay For You. PayPal is a temporary payment processor because when the funds were frozen before, they had to shift over the payments from PayPal. So we no longer use PayPal because it's just a headache. And no other RevShare uses PayPal anymore because they just, they're very wish-washy, and we don't necessarily want that in a business anyway. So, I mean, personally, I'm using Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's a win-win, and I think probably the other popular payment processors will be Payzer and Solid Trust Pay. So by all means, select one of these, set these up, and make sure that your preferred payment processor is also selected, okay? So once that has been selected and you've made the payment processor secure to yours, you can just go through and add any other information if you need to. Personally, I haven't done so, but what you can do after that is move on to purchase an ad pack, and then it will take you through the stage. So once you purchase an ad pack, you can let me just bring you along here. So it's basically going to explain the plan. So you've got your plan 1, your plan 2, and the credits that you can earn from your advertising as well, okay? So once you've done that, you need to set up a new banner ad. So before you can buy an ad pack, you're going to want to set up some banners, okay? So you can have a maximum of 10 along here. So once you set these up, what you're going to want to do is then buy an ad pack. Don't want to add clicks. You want to buy an ad pack because that ensures that you have revenue share earnings when you've earned your initial 100%. So basically, each ad pack that we purchase, we get back 120%. So what you want to do is select buy ad packs. I'll just give you a quick example here. And then we can select a purchase. So on my plan 4s, which is a $50 ad pack. And then you'll go through some banners up along here. And then it's pretty much simple from there. I mean, you'll select your payment processor. It will take you through how to pay for that. And then it will just go from there, to be honest. So, by all means, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me on Facebook. This honestly, guys, this is very simple and you're going to enjoy this so much. So, like I've said before, it's much better to get started sooner rather than later. So until then, stay awesome and I'll talk to you soon.